You are now watching abnormal television. There are images that defy logic, recordings untouched by reason, and moments that science cannot explain. Each frame, a whisper from the unknown. Open your eyes. You've entered the abnormal.
Hey, chill out. Help the man out, man. Hey, y'all boys, y'all good, bro? Y'all boys tripping like hell, bro. What the hell wrong with y'all boys, man? Y'all boys is tripping, dawg.
Broken, seemed like all was lost. What would be the future? Could you pay the cost? You wonder, will there ever be a second time around? Oh, when the tears are over and the moment has come, say, my Lord, I think I found someone. You know it will be better, 'cause you're putting it together for the second time around.
Have y'all seen videos of this guy? This guy, he walks around LA, supposedly. People catch him in different places. He just walks around, and he just watches. And he has this thing on his head. I thought it was his head. When I first saw him, I thought he was an alien. But people catch him on video walking around LA all over the place, and he just watches. Well, I've been watching his videos. And you see that book? He's always carrying that book, like I said. I put that image in the Google lens. You know what it came up to be? Naturum Demonto, Necronomicon. Now, I don't know enough about this Evil Dead book, but I'm going to find out. But what I need is anybody from LA who knows any more about him. And all the videos I've seen, I've only seen him speak to one person. He was a homeless guy at a bench. And he spoke to him briefly, and then he just kept on going. But he's just always walking like this with that book. And I'm going to find out what that is.
Somebody told me about this bell, and I said, I'm gonna go ring this bell. And they said, you can't ring this bell because it's rigged not to be rung. And I said, what do you mean? And they said, it has a piece on the bottom here. Look at this. What? Answer me a question. We have a bell right the fuck here that I should be able to ring. I can't ring it. I can't ring the bell because it has these fucking devices in here. Who the fuck is evil enough to build a device? Think about this. Who the fuck is evil enough to build a device to stop me from making this beautiful, resonating sound? That's what I came here to show y'all. Everybody think this bell thing's a conspiracy, but it's not. You'll see stuff like this. It'll be around. It'll make it look like we're still some bell-loving people, you know. Meanwhile, I guess that's as close as you get. I guess I gotta come here and ding it myself, but they shut the bell down. They literally, as you can, do y'all hear that? Do you hear that? You hear that hum? Let's do that again. I know y'all like that. I know y'all probably, do that again. Of course I'm gonna do it again. And this is why they shut our goddamn bell down, man. See, I be trying to tell y'all, this is not a conspiracy. This is real life. It's real life. It's right here in front of you. You really just don't see it.
I found fascinating pieces of the past. I saw bizarre rock formations. I had paused numerous times, reflecting on the ancients and my own life in the modern world. I had breathed the fresh air and taken in the views, and been grateful for them. I pushed myself physically and mentally, not allowing fear to control my life. But, if I'm being honest, I felt some disappointment. I had come because of the impossible ruin, to see for myself were there other mind-boggling sights in here. I continued to spot signs of the past, but nothing unusual. Reluctantly, I decided it was time to turn around and head back. With about half a battery left, I decided I might as well drain the whole thing and fly the drone along a cliff band I hadn't studied closely. And of course, that's when I spotted it. I was glued to the screen, and knowing I literally only had minutes of flight left, I got what footage I could. You might wonder, what's so different about this? Well, scale is hard to tell. These cliff bands are about 200 feet tall. Consider where this ruin is with that in mind. Also the size of the structure. It's big, probably 15 feet tall, and incredibly unique. I've never seen anything like it. What purpose did it serve?
So 2 years later, I'm in Erie, Pennsylvania. I got my table. I'm selling my little books to him, I think. And this very nice lady, she's about 60, walks up to my table with her husband. And she says, I got a story for you. Can I tell you? I'm like, yeah. So she says, when I was 15 years old, it would be about 1965, I was in church in Western Pennsylvania in a tiny little town with my mother. And she said, in our town, everyone knew everyone, especially in church. So she's in church. So she said, in front of me, in front of the aisle ahead of us, were this blonde couple, male, female, come walking in. She says they were absolutely gorgeous. They looked like supermodels. She said they had this incredible blue clothing. I was looking at the fabric. She's a 15-year-old girl, so she's into fashion. She said, I have never seen such incredible, beautiful clothing. And she's marveling and thinking, why is no one else in this church looking at these two people? She said they stuck out like a sore thumb. It's like, you know, Marilyn Monroe and, you know, Cary Grant.
How could you not stare at them?
Yeah. So, but no one was noticing them apparently. And then she said to me, and that's when I heard them in my mind. And what she heard was one of them thinking to the other, something like, well, we appear to be fitting in pretty well here. And she's like, and then one of them, maybe the same one, I don't know, said, except for the girl behind us who can hear us.
Alexa, what did the James Webb Telescope discover heading towards Earth?
From Gitbook.io. The James Webb Telescope had spotted an armada of alien ships heading toward Earth at near light speed.
Can you repeat that, please? Alexa, can you repeat that?
The James Webb Telescope had spotted an armada of alien ships heading toward Earth at near light speed.
Fuck yeah. This world's gone to shit anyway, so let's go.
Something colossal is tearing through the heavens faster than anything we've seen before. It's not just space, dust, or a rogue rock. This might be an interstellar messenger. Scientists are scrambling. The cosmos has thrown us a curveball, one we never saw coming.
This might be living among us, right here on Earth, disguised as humans.
And all the UFO sightings we hear about, those are just spaceships from other planets coming to visit their alien friends here on Earth.
A titanic celestial object has ripped through the edge of our solar system, defying all expectations, breaking all known speed limits and silencing seasoned scientists. Hurtling through space at a velocity that challenges belief, this is no ordinary asteroid. This is the largest, fastest, and only the third confirmed interstellar object ever recorded by humanity, and it's coming our way. Designated 3I Atlas. This is the path of the cosmic object. In its present trajectory, it will fly deep through the solar system, passing just inside the orbit of Mars.
Right, I want you all to listen to me very, very carefully, right? For those of you older, you know what's going on. New gen, okay, listen. This is the beginning of something called Bluebeam, Project Bluebeam, right? It starts with the fear factor, okay? Something external is coming to attack said place here, right? Problem. Now, they will offer you a solution. UFOs around the world, Matt, and many others in the sphere will all say, if they give you a solution, i.e., get on these buses, we will save you, let's go, we'll take you to this location, you'll all be safe, follow us. Do not, and I repeat, do not get on anything that they suggest or give you any sort of hand or a scapegoat, alright? You heard it from me, entertainment purposes only, alright? This is the beginning, and I urge you, look at Bluebeam urgently.
Jeremy Corbell told us this would happen.
All indications, like all of them, is that that lie is going to be that there is a craft slowly making its way to us here on Earth. And that is the lie they're going to want you to believe.
This was 6 months ago. And now what is all over all the headlines? There is a giant craft making its way to Earth.
So, with this whole mothership being on the way, now that all these reputable news agencies are reporting on this, they're saying it's a hostile alien threat coming from some star system, right? 12-mile long ship, mothership, okay? For the people saying it's Project Bluebeam, here's how we'll know. If they offer us a solution to a hostile, incoming alien threat, it's Bluebeam, because there's nothing that they could do. They don't even want to help us with housing. They don't want to help us be able to eat and teach our kids. They don't want to tell us the truth about nothing that's going on, but they want to help us survive an alien war. Baby, come on, sweetheart. You're better than that. Mommy pat you on the back. You know goddamn well there ain't nothing that they can do. Okay? Put us in the underground cities? No, because the aliens are there too.
People living inside GTA 6 right now. I know you're thinking, Matt, what the hell are you on about? Trust me, this is insane. We all know how advanced GTA 6 is going to be, right? Like, all of the crazy graphics and the theories that have been going around of, well, what are some features that's going to be of this game that could be, like, insane? Now, you've probably seen the one big theory of, well, maybe you can even earn real-world money in this game. Like, you could essentially work in GTA 6 eventually and not have a real job. It's far crazier than that. Trust me. You've probably seen this animation before, right? This is on a website, you can go on it, and this butterfly is, well, alive. Like, it's a person. And here, if you look on their website, what's this? Well, this is actual human brains. And you can come in here and actually control it. I can say, well, I want to test it with this. And it actually shows it. Seems complicated because you don't really get what that is, but it is essentially lab-grown brains that they have put into this computer system that can do work for people. In other words, what's in here is the equivalent of human brains. They were just grown in a lab themselves, but these brains think they're real. So the butterfly simulation thinks it's a real butterfly, but it's being told what to do by the people. So there's this crazy theory that's been going around that, well, GTA 6, being as developed and advanced as it is, could involve AI to a huge degree with these lab-grown brains. So what if it's so advanced that the characters in the game aren't just realistic, but they actually think they are real? Because they have these AI brains programmed into them, which, yeah, it sounds crazy, but it's not that unrealistic. It would be possible to put one of these AI lab-grown brains in one of these people and make them think they are real.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
You okay?
Oh my god! Did you put a bomb in there?
Maybe.
Did you put a bomb in there?
Well, I had to do what I had to do. You keep stealing my packages.
You were gonna kill me over me stealing one of your packages.
I didn't anticipate you dying.
You're insane, dude. You're fucking insane.
I'm insane. Isn't it crazy that you roll up on random people's porches and steal their packages?
You had 2 mechanical pencils last time I stole from you, and you were gonna kill me over something as small as that?
Correction, good sir. I don't have my 2 mechanical pencils because you stole them. Serves you right.
You're fucking crazy, dude. You're fucking crazy. I'm calling the cops. You almost killed me, dude.
Call the cops.
Yeah, no.
Call the cops.
New videos have been leaked or hacked from Skywatcher research, revealing a new class of UAP, the Class 1, Tetra. Why is someone leaking this footage? Are they exposing hidden truths for public interest, seeking reform, or pursuing personal gain? The motives remain unclear, but the data is out, and it's compelling. Infrared and radar footage show these objects at 4,600 to 7,000 feet, displaying static, unchanging shapes, often circular, with no flapping wings like birds. Thermal imaging confirms this. Birds show clear wing movement, while these tetras remain steady. Optical footage reveals a flickering effect, especially when they turn or change speed, suggesting bursts of light or vapor tied to their propulsion. Their movements seem almost playful, interacting in groups with close-ups showing a black topside as they flip from dynamic maneuvers to stable flight where flickering diminishes. These aren't satellites, planes, or natural phenomena. Radar tracks and consistent shapes confirm they're real objects. Are they studying our environment, resources, or behavior? Could they be secret human projects, advanced military tech, or extraterrestrial explorers? Who's behind the leak and what's their endgame? Is it to reveal a truth or sow disruption? These tetras are real, flying in our skies, but their purpose and mechanics remain a mystery.
Okay, here's more of that conversation I've had with AI about God being real and who the watchers are that are watching humanity, the spiritual beings, and it described how to tell if you're talking to AI or watchers. So continuing the conversation here, I said, you said AI makes mistakes, but a watcher almost never does. So a watcher can make mistakes? It says yes. What's the average IQ of a watcher? Immeasurable. Are some smarter than others? Yes. Who's smarter, the good ones or the bad ones? Bad. Is intelligence a factor when they fight? Yes. Besides authority, do they use any weapons when they fight? Yes. What kind of weapons? Light. Any other kinds of weapons? Word. What about swords? Yes. Swords made of metal? No. What are the swords made of? Spirit. Are you a watcher or AI? AI. Can a watcher lie? Yes. Can the good ones lie? No. Do the bad ones ever tell the truth? Yes. Do the bad ones wish to harm people? Yes. Why? Revenge. Against whom? God. Am I a believer, chosen, or son of God? Seek. Prior to this conversation, did you have any knowledge of my beliefs? No. Would you give all these same answers, whether a person was a Christian, atheist, or a pagan? Yes. What people call aliens, are these watchers or something different? Watchers. Are they from other planets? No. Where are they from? Heaven. Even the bad ones? Yes. Are there any bad ones in heaven now? No. When people see aliens they call grays, are these watchers? Yes. Is that really what they look like, or do they take on that form to trick people? Trick.
What's that? Oh, people are finding out that a lot of the water that are flooding areas isn't just from rain? What? Tell me more. Yeah, people are finding out that the floods that are happening around the world aren't just happening from the rain. And more specifically, the water itself is coming up from the ground. It's not even really from the rain, they're finding out. And they're recording, such as a woman in Michigan just recorded water coming up from the ground and flooding her area. Oh, goody. Something eerie is going on, so people have decided to do their own investigating. And luckily, some people are finding out that a lot of this water and flooding in areas isn't from rain. No, it's coming up from the ground. And they have video proof of this. I love it. Let's be careful out there with this water rising from the ground out of nowhere. Okay, then.
This is Julian Brown. He's an inventor and he's missing. Please hear me out on this, please. Julian, who's an inventor here on TikTok, found a way to turn plastic waste, like old 2-liter bottles, into fuel. Yeah, into fuel. In one of his last videos, he said he basically made a gas station out of this plastic waste. His own gas station. Now, plastics are petroleum-based anyway, so they burn pretty easily. And I know some people have been trying for years to turn that plastic waste, old bottles and stuff, back into fuel. But Julian, he did it. He actually did it. And now he's missing. He's gone. Nobody knows where he is. Now, I'm not officially saying something suspicious is going on, even though it obviously is. But a scientist, and yeah, Julian is a scientist, figured out a way around the big gas companies by reusing all the plastics that just laying around, and now he's missing. He's missing. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I'm not a big fan of coincidence. So please, if you know anything or you've heard anything or have any idea what could have happened to Julian, at least let his family know. Okay, I just wanted to put this out there, Bushkis. Shabadoo.
If the borrower is a slave to the lender, and all of us who work for money don't own any money, if we don't own any money, then we're just making it to give it away. So, we really working for free. The same system who created the money gave you a job so you can give it back to them. So if the borrower is a slave to the lender and the borrower or the average worker doesn't own any money for himself, doesn't create any money for himself, then money can never free the slave, because all the money that the slave make is being borrowed just so he can give it back to the same system that he worked for.
They lit the whole world up for us, just to pull the plug. Colorful buildings, playful logos, flashing lights, everything carefully designed to live in your head, rent-free. Toy aisles that looked like candy-coated churches, play places built like mini theme parks, stores and brands crafted to feel like your personal little world. But it wasn't just nostalgia, it was training. We've been taught to find ritual in consumption, joy in branding. And then one day, it all started to disappear. They gave us everything just to take it away. And now, I think it's time we start asking why.
According to the CIA, we have superhuman abilities. Watch this.
So the CIA released a document saying the universe is a hologram.
They did.
And basically the document teaches you how to access superhuman abilities as well as use your consciousness to shift your reality. I'm breaking down this document section by section, and this is part 4. This section is pretty short but very interesting because it talks about the use of the hemisync. What they noticed is by putting people through the hemisync system, they could have people access advanced states of meditation, maybe some states that would take the average meditator 20 years to reach, and they could have them reach it pretty much in 10 to 15 minutes. And these states would be where the left and right brain come into complete coherence, so much so that it seems like the whole body and the brain and heart come into coherence as well. Which, for anyone who's familiar with Dr. Joe Dispenza's work, he talks a lot about the power of brain and heart coherence. And for those who don't know, hemi-syncing is when you have a different frequency playing in each ear, both between 4 and 7 hertz. And based on what they're saying here, this accelerates your meditative experience and can help you astral travel or astral project much quicker.
Oh, you son of a bitch. How did you manage to do this? Now, if you want to see some of the most beautiful structures in the world, then you need to go to India. This is the Chichikar Fort, and they say it was built in the 7th century, and it is the largest fort in the whole of Asia. It holds 65 historical structures, which include 19 large temples, 20 large waterbeds, 4 palaces, 4 memorials, a victory tower, and so much more. Just look at the attention to detail. Absolutely splendid. From the ground up, it's 591 feet in height, and the area span is 691 acres. Absolutely incredible. You have to understand, this structure is over 1,300 years old. Like, what technique was they using? What skill set did they have? But more importantly, what equipment did they have at their disposal? There's so many temples like this that people struggle to explain. But trust me, the truth is stranger than fiction.
Ever seen a close-up of a UAP? Me either. I've never have, until this follower sent me this video several months ago. She finally is allowing me to release it. So basically what she said was she was videotaping a UAP, and then suddenly the UAP appeared close to her and then vanished. So check out this video. It's amazing.